President of the Bvica Cricket Association, Mr. Sean Mohammed, members of the press, other members of the association, ladies and gentlemen, listeners and viewers in the British Virgin Islands, pleasant good afternoon and welcome to the Digicel 2020 tournament press conference. This afternoon we're elated once again to be in full support of the 2020 tournament, and we're glad that you could join us for today's interesting presentation and commentary. Without further ado, I will turn to the President of the Association for his comments and remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin Smith. On behalf of the Cricket Association, I'd like to thank Digicel for the kind sponsorship. It's now in its second year. We're looking forward for an exciting tournament. We have 9 teams registered for this year's tournament. The Bvica Cricket Association decided to format again a little bit differently, where we'll have almost like a Division 2 type elimination cricket round, which will then evolve into a Group 1 round-robin tournament, where the top 2 teams will compete against each other. We are particularly pleased that this year we have 2 new entrants into the tournament, Rotong Hossein and 7 Days Adventist. So in my view, this assists in demonstrating that cricket is on the rise in the Virgin Islands. In addition to that, the BVIC is also embarking on an aggressive approach towards youth cricket development. So we're developing the framework for that. So we're looking forward for a good tournament. We want to encourage the general public to come out and support Digicel and the Bvica Cricket Association. Without you, the members of the public, the game will not grow or develop as fast as we would like. It's important that we provide value for money in terms of the sponsorship, and we undertake to organize a well-managed and efficiently run tournament for 2014.
Thank you, Mr. Mohammed, for those remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, by way of introduction, my name is Kevin Smith. I am currently serving as the Commercial and Operations Director for Digicel BVI. I joined Digicel on December 9th, 2013. I was recently asked by someone, what does it mean to be extraordinary? As you know, Digicel has the Be Extraordinary, Believe to Be Extraordinary campaign. And we've come to define and accept and realize that extraordinary exists in every single person. That somebody has, or everybody rather, has something that is extraordinary about them. It is just to bring that extraordinary out. Whether that extraordinary exists in some form of sport talent, some form of academic talent, or whatever talent it is that you have been born with. We believe that when extraordinary singular gifts come together, they help to produce an extraordinary world. So Digicel is more than elated to be supporting the Bvica Cricket Association and the 2020 tournament for the 2nd consecutive years. In general, we've supported cricket in the Bvica for a period of over 5 years, or for 5 years I should say. Our endeavor, as it is with a lot of the major sports, is to see cricket blossom and develop within the Bvica. Digicel is a regional sponsor of cricket. We believe that there's a lot of appeal for cricket as a sport, and we endeavor to make sure that we provide full support and make sure that the youths of the BVI get an opportunity to develop their passion and skills for cricket. So we are, again, Mr. Mohammed, very pleased again for the 2nd year to support the Bvica Cricket Association in its endeavor, and we hope that at some point, just like we've sent many athletes, I see Mr. Greenway is here, he is the sports journalist, and I've always enjoyed listening to him cover sports, whether it be sailing, whether it be track and field, whether it be softball or any of the many sports, cricket, what have you. And we're hoping that we can see the next Bvica Lander team or the next Bvica Lander participate in regional cricket to a great extent. So we're happy, Digicel is more than happy to support the 2020 tournament, and it is with great pleasure that again, for the 2nd consecutive year, we present our sponsorship to the Bvica Cricket Association. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for being here. We're going to open up for a round of questions from the press if there's any, and thereafter we're going to go to the formal presentation.
How long are you expecting the league to run?
It's going to be pretty close to 3 months.
Games will be what, just on Sundays?
Games will be on Sundays. The first game will start at 10 and the second game at 2 p.m. So 2 games every Sunday.
What are you hoping to build on from what you had last year?
Well, we're hoping that the level of cricket as a whole has improved and we'll continue to see the emergence of new players in the Virgin Islands. We are looking to grow the game in terms of its fan base, to get more support. You know, one of the things that the association is hoping for is to be able to demonstrate to the people and the government of the Virgin Islands that there is a genuine interest in cricket, so that we can continue to receive the support necessary, both from a private and public partnership with the government as well. As you know, the challenges we face, for example, is we need a larger ground. And I'm hoping that if we can demonstrate that there is an interest, that we can convince the powers that be that there is a home in the Virgin Islands of cricket, and that we can find a ground that can host games at the level, either West Indies level or at the regional level. We've just seen the conclusion of the Super 50 tournament in Trinidad. On the final day, it was a sold-out crowd. So we're hoping to generate the level of interest to ensure that the future of cricket is secure in the Virgin Islands.
I have a question, Sean. Obviously, I didn't grow up playing cricket. Is there an opportunity to wait within the association for persons like myself to learn more about the game?
There certainly is. We're putting together a committee of like-minded players and skill level for cricket. And we plan on having some coaching sessions done in the Virgin Islands. We perhaps will embark on a PR campaign which will at least explain the fundamentals of the game. We will invite members of the public to come, and we'll probably have a demonstration. We are working closely with Digicel to bring down some of the West Indies current players, for them to do like an exhibition game and to perhaps demonstrate the basics of the sport. And we expect that that's going to happen within the next 3 to 6 months.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Okay. Therefore, being no other questions, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating in our brief discussion on the 2020 tournament. At this time, we would like to formally present our support to the BVI Cricket Association. So, Mr. Mohammed, on behalf of Digicel BVI, we would like to present you with our sponsorship for the 2020 tournament, and we wish you and the association every and continued success.
Thank you very much, Mr. Smith, and we look forward to Digicel's continued support as we take cricket to greater heights in the Virgin Islands.